All right, I'm gonna start off by asking: were you a fan of the Peanuts sort of franchise growing up? Because I really wasn't, so I did not know what to expect going into this movie. But it was fantastic. It's probably one of my favorite animated movies of the entire year, and that's saying a lot because that beats out like what was the most recent one, Inside Out. That I rated extremely high because it was a feel good movie. This beats it, and it's not because it's anything complex. In fact, what I really liked about it is that it kept a very simple plot. It wasn't overreaching. So I'm going to do a lot of comparisons with like Inside Out because it's the most recent animated film that I remember. But like take Inside Out for instance, where they're dealing with kind of the inside of Riley's emotions, and they're kind of building an entire world. It's very meta. With Charlie Brown, I mean, with Peanuts, Charlie Brown is just dealing with his first love. He meets this girl that's coming from she's a new student in town. That he instantly falls in love with and realizes that maybe he's not good enough for this girl. So he goes out of his way to try to change who he is and try to be better. And what's cool about it is that throughout the entire movie, he kind of shows the qualities of someone who really is worthy of the person that he loves, even if he doesn't see that himself. Like there's one scene in the movie that I absolutely loved, and I thought it was the most charming thing ever, where he basically goes to this talent show and is trying to show off to his love interest, and his sister is on stage and she's doing like kind of like a standard kid thing where like you act like you're a cowboy, you're riding like a fake horse and trying to like wrangle your furniture essentially, and she's about to get booed off stage, and so he has a choice between either let his sister get booed off stage and humiliate herself, or potentially help her, but then also he's not able to do his own magic show that he created to impress his first love, and he actually chooses to be the big brother and help his sister out as opposed to taking that love. I'm sorry for the spoiler, but that honestly was one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie. It was very cute. And there was another scene that I loved as well where he's actually going to his first dance and again trying to impress his first love, and he's actually taking dance lessons from Snoopy so he can impress her again. And that's just a very cute scene. I think it's something that's really accessible to both parents and kids alike, where you've all had that first love. You've had your self-doubts where you don't think you're good enough for somebody else or for other people. So he's going through that, and you can access that whether you're old, young, maybe if you're too young, I don't know, because I mean if you're like 4 or 5, you might not want to go through that. You might think that the opposite sex is gross. So maybe not, but I mean, for its target audience, for kind of classic Peanuts fans and try to wrangle in new Peanuts fans, it's an extremely charming and fun movie. And for those maybe if you're not really into the whole like love bit of it all, Snoopy has his own side adventure that's pretty epic as well. That sort of parallels Charlie Brown's story as well throughout the movie. So this was one of my favorite movies of the entire year. And I had no real intention of seeing it, to be perfectly honest with you. I was actually going to see Ant-Man at my local budget theater when I ran a little late getting out of work. So the person I was going to go see it with was like, hey, they have Peanuts at 10:05, and I'm kind of hungry, so our local theater actually has food. So we decided to go there, and wow, I was pleasantly surprised, and I'm really glad that we didn't make it to go see Ant-Man, because this was honestly a better movie. If it's not one of my favorite movies of the year, it's the best animated movie I've seen this year. But I'm pretty sure it ranks up there, honestly. It's one of my favorite movies of the year, honestly. So go watch it. It's fantastic. You're going to love it. And have a lot of fun. And don't forget to like this video. And feel free to subscribe as well if you want to get more of our content. You can also go to our website at madmazreviews.com to get more of our stuff that maybe we don't quite post on here just yet. Because we review not only movies but anime as well as TV shows and maybe some other stuff in the future. I don't know. But feel free to head over there and subscribe to our channel to get more of our content.